reduces distress, right? So having just one close, confident person, right, could really reduce that depression and anxiety severely, right? So it's not about having the most friends in the world. It's not about having all these different people and being popular, right? One person that can believe in you, one person that supports you, really can really keep your rhythm up, really can really get you right. You feel me? So it's not, like I said, just finding the right people, positive people, supportive people can really help you, especially in the moments when distress comes, because life ain't Candyland. I be saying that, right? So you can have your challenging moments in life, but who's there when you need to call, right? But on a side note, there's crisis lines, there's supportive lines. We got the 911, we have emergency lines, but you also want to have your resources and have supportive people when you need their support. Next segment, we're going to be talking about when socializing feels hard, overwhelming, barriers, right? So off rip, we're going to be diving into social anxiety is common, right? So millions of people are affected when it comes to teens. We have small, manageable social steps that we can do to help reduce that fear, right? We're going to dive into that today. So rejection hurts physically, right? So we have that. The brain processes social rejection similar to physical pain, right? So for the fellas out there, for the ladies out there, some people out here, for anybody in general, we all have our different rejection, but I just want to speak in a man's position, right? So we out here developing the courage to walk up to a shorty, for instance, to get a little number, a little interaction, whatever, we not get what we want. That's a little sharp pain for the woman on that aspect. You ain't supposed to endure and have to take on the emotion of it. It is what it is. You set that boundary, you're all set. But I just want us to understand that exchange, right? Someone's feeling a little hurt. But I really want us to recognize, too, is how we go about it, right? How we respond about it, right? It's about being respectful. For the person out there, if someone ain't jacking you, no means no. That's cool. Go about your day. But let's leave on a respectful note. You know what I mean? So it's a way how we go about things, but I also want to understand for people, we got to be able to build our self-esteem up. And just because someone says no, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean they're not. They just ain't jacking it. They're just not in the mind's frame to be dealing with someone right now. That's okay. So we have to know when a no means no, and that is okay. So no need to really take the hurt to a more difficult extent, right? We'll live, we'll move on, we'll get better. Next is going to be connection equals protection, right? So teens who feel seen by peers or adults at school have dramatically lower risk to that depression or suicidal thoughts, right? So being connected to the right people, like I gave you with my example with my science teacher back in the days in high school, just having that person that's able to believe in you, they really support you, they trust you, they feel where you coming from, right? And just having those proactive conversations can really help an individual, especially with someone that is trying to develop in a critical time in their life. So we really got to take that in consideration, having that connection equals that protection. Next is going to be that skills can be learned, right? So developing these relationships are trainable skills.